Before the opening bell, U.S. indices ending the month on a positive note on Wednesday, lifted by shares in automobiles and components, software and services, as well as media sectors. Now, the SP 500 still posting its biggest monthly loss since 2011. And on the economic front, U.S. companies adding 227,000 jobs in October, above the 187,000 estimate, and Chicago PMI declining to 58.4 in October, all while advancers ahead of decliners. 61% of S&P 500 constituents, they traded higher yesterday. Now, after the markets closed, JP Morgan Chase in talks to potentially resolve its part of a U.S. regulatory probe into how banks and brokerages handled securities that represent shares of foreign companies. Meanwhile, AIG announcing its third quarter adjusted LPS of 34 cents versus an adjusted LPS of $1.22 a year ago on total premiums and deposits of $6.78 billion. Now, turning overseas, Asian markets mixed today. The Nikkei down 1.06%. The Hang Seng up 1.75%. The China CSI 300 up 0.75%. South Korea's Kospi down 0.25%. European markets gaining ground, and U.S. futures calling for a positive start. Now, in terms of expectations today, Dow DuPont third quarter EPS seen at 71 cents on sales of approximately $20.2 billion. Starbucks fourth quarter EPS seen at 60 cents on sales of approximately $6.3 billion. Kraft Heinz third quarter EPS seen at 81 cents, while Apple fourth quarter EPS seen at $2.78 on sales of approximately $61.4 billion. While on the economic docket today, 8:30 in the morning, we have the third quarter preliminary non-farm productivity read, as well as both initial and continuing jobless claims figures. 9:45, we have U.S. manufacturing PMI, and 10 o'clock, October ISM manufacturing. Turning over to the markets, the S&P 500 sees a bullish bias above 2703. That's in focus. The next resistances are at 2722 and then at 2737. Long positions above 2703 are favored with 2722 and 2737 in extension. The Nasdaq, meanwhile, sees a bullish bias above 6932, while the Dow Jones sees a bullish bias above 25,015.